Good morning. This is Pastor Ernie Lewis of the Blue Point Church in Sisney, Illinois, with your thoughts for Monday. We have been examining the segments of the model prayer that Christ gave to his followers. Today, we come to what I call the sixth portion in verse 13, which says, "But deliver us from evil." This follows closely on the heels of that phrase that says, "Lead us not into temptation." But is it really possible to deliver us from all the kinds of evil that are in this world today? I mean, can God erase all those thoughts that I have had in my past, or all those pictures of things I've seen, all those words that I have heard? Can God take all of the evil out of this world around us? Or maybe build a barricade around us that will prevent us from seeing or hearing or experiencing any of the evils that this world throws at us? Well, we know that is not going to happen because after Adam and Eve brought sin into this world, it is prevalent. And we are probably responsible for much of the sin that we see around us today that we allow in our lives. Jesus Christ paid the price to get rid of evil and sin in my heart, but he did not eradicate it from the world in which we live. Now, we do realize that part of the deliverance that is promised to us in 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13, Paul said, "There has no temptation taken you but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted beyond what you're able, but will with the temptation also make a way of escape that you may be able to bear it." You see, part of our problem sometimes is that when we're tempted, we forget to look for that escape hatch that God has provided. Paul wrote to young Timothy and he said, "Flee youthful lusts because you will face those things." As a matter of fact, in the book of Genesis, it tells us about Joseph who fled whenever Potiphar's wife grabbed him by the coat and left his cloak behind because he knew the only way to get away from temptation was to run. By the way, there's another caveat to this portion of the verse. Some translations point out that there may be a missing pronoun here. It may actually read, "But deliver us from the evil one." We know the Bible describes the devil as that roaring lion who is seeking whom he may devour. He is known as the father of all liars. He's known as the one who is the accuser of the brethren. Certainly, we need to ask the Father to deliver us from the ploys of Satan. Paul writes, "Don't let Satan get the advantage over us because we are not ignorant of his devices." So let's realize his ploys against us today. Let's realize his wicked plots and his schemes that he's always trying to bring. And let us never forget to pray this prayer: "Lord, please lead us not into temptation and deliver us from all kinds of evil, and even the evil one himself."